Plaintiff Gabriella Cadena says she and the defendant were good friends until the defendant attacked her. Gabriella claims after the defendant badmouthed her on Facebook, she and her sister then jumped Gabriella and the defendant maced her in the face. She's suing for emotional distress and the value of a car. Defendant Maisha Griffin says the reason she's no longer friends with Gabriella is because Gabriella came to Maisha's house to fight her after repeatedly challenging Maisha to fight via the internet. Maisha's countersuing for emotional distress and pain and suffering.
Start with you.
So me and Maisha were fairly good friends. So I never thought in a million years that she would mace me. We ended up getting into altercation because she was on Facebook talking, and I felt like it was directed towards me. So I asked her what was going on. You know how that Facebook drama starts.
No, I don't know anything about Facebook drama.
It starts. People feel like they can say whatever they want. So I asked her if it was about me. Her sister hops on the status.
She didn't mention your name.
No, she didn't mention my name, but we had an altercation.
You need to confront somebody.
Yeah, because we had an altercation already. So
go ahead.
Her sister gets on Facebook. They're both coming at me, calling me all this, making threats. So I text Maisha, okay, what do you want to do? What
does that mean? What do you want to do?
Like, you trying to fight instead of just talking.
Okay.
So her sister starts coming at me, talking about she wants to fight, woo, woo. So then I get calls from the mom. We're all going back and forth. Needless to say, that night, we ended up meeting up. Me and my friend go over there. We hop out the car. They're waiting for us in the middle of the street. We see the mom has a bat. The sister had a crowbar. So I'm so hot-headed that I'm still trying to fight.
How'd that work out for you?
I got jumped, but I wasn't worried about it.
Okay.
So finally, we get the sister to put down the little crowbar. Me and Maisha are getting ready to squat up.
They bust you up with a crowbar?
No, they didn't hit me. They hit my friend. The mom hit my friend with a bat. I just got maced in the face and jumped. So Maisha pulls out the mace.
So what did you mean when you started out saying, never in your dreams?
No, never in a million years did I think Maisha would mace me in the face.
Did you think you would be maced after you threatened, confronted, got in your car and went over to someone, inviting them to a fight?
Thank you.
What you think she was gonna do if she had a can of mace?
No, I didn't see it.
Yes.
What else?
We ended up getting into a fight, and that was it. Her and her sister jumped me, and...
All right, let me hear from you, and then we'll get to the car. I guess there's something about a car involved in this. She didn't try to run you over, did she?
No, she just stole my car.
All right, I'm just glad she didn't try to run you over.
Hi, Your Honor. It's an honor to meet you. So let me tell you why we're not friends. Because like she said, she deliberately came to my house and tried to attack me, and I have a picture to say. I made a Facebook status. I said, not finna argue with these little AHs. Now, I didn't say no names, and on the next page, the first comment, it says Gabby. Okay, but who you talking about, little mama? And now here go me. I said, girl, you must feel some type of way, because you wasn't even a thought. If the shoe fits, lace it up. That's what I said.
You made it clear that she wasn't even a thought.
Yes, I made it clear to her, because I wasn't even talking about her. I had gotten into an altercation, outside of that, and I put it on Facebook with another female. So...
Did you have your mace that day?
No, Your Honor.
So after seeing that, and you assured her that she wasn't even a thought,
she kept talking and disrespected me
as
on
she said,
many
decided
occasions
to
in this
confront you.
In this screenshots that I have of Facebook, kept disrespecting me, and I kept trying to be friends. I kept just saying, bye, Gabby, bye, stop talking to me. I don't want to say about it.
Where you kept telling her bye, as in you were trying to avoid any further...
This one?
Where?
Right here, okay, bye, you sound dumb. And I know I have a whole bunch of more.
Okay, bye. You sound dumb. Nobody was even talking to you.
Can I show you one more I have? It says, Gabby deliberately like saying, okay, come tomorrow. I'm like, girl.
Inviting you to fight, like she said.
I'm like, girl, worry about your baby. This is irrelevant.
Girl, because he don't got nothing to do with that,
You're trying to avoid a fight.
That's what I'm telling you to do.
No, you're not.
Okay, then come to my alley.
Right, thank you.
Tomorrow. I don't stay too far from the school, and I ain't even mad, little baby. Just letting y'all know y'all place. So link tomorrow by the alley. No excuses, okay?
You see? You see what I was getting into with that? No.
She told me she invited you to fight and got maced. All right, tell me about the car you're suing for.
I had a 2002 Rendezvous Buick. Maisha had ended up getting suspended from school that day for spitting in somebody's face or something like that. So she wanted to come with me to interview, at a job interview. So we're on our way. I let her sit in the car because, you know, I'm not trying to go in there with a job interview. I leave my keys in the car because it was cold. So I was like, okay, you could keep the heat on, listen to the radio. I don't know how long I'm going to be. I go into the job interview. We said we talk, and maybe it took like 30 minutes. When I come out, I don't see my car. So I start calling Maisha. I'm calling her. She's not answering. I'm like, okay. I keep calling her. All of a sudden, I see my car turning down the street, and I see like another truck following it. So I keep calling her. She's not answering. I'm texting her, where you at? Like, where you at? Where's my car? She finally calls me when she's at a light, and she's all like, oh, I'm right here. I don't know what to do. These people are following me. I'm like, okay. So she pulls up. All I see is my bumper being dragged. I'm missing a whole headlight. She hops out the car, and the people that are following her hop out the car with us. I hop out the car with her, and they're like, oh, I'm calling the police. Ooh, you hit that car. And I'm like, what's going on?
Go ahead.
I later come to find out that Maisha took my car. She went into McDonald's. She ended up hitting a parked car because she didn't know how to get out the parking spot. And she asked a random guy if he could help her out the parking spot. He ends up making it 10 times worse because I guess he didn't know what he was doing either. He kept hitting the car, backing into the car like he's backing in. He busted out the windows. He took off my whole bumper, like my whole side of my car was scratched. That's how the bumper came off in the headlight. So when she lets him take himself to a Walgreens, dropped him off, and then she comes to me. The police come, they arrest her.
Now that's the time to mace her.
I don't use mace, I don't need it.
Messed up your car. Her and another stranger just damaged your car, and when she come there and you just said, honey, what's going on?
Because I was shocked. I'm like, I don't know what's going on.
What did you say?
I'm like, Maisha, what happened? She ends up trying to dip from the police before they come.
I was
They
just
catch
kidding
her.
about macing her. You shouldn't. I don't want to see any violence. Go ahead.
They end up catching her going through an alley. They take both of us in. I'm sitting there. I end up talking to the people with their car that got messed up. She showed me the damages. She's like,
Did she agree to pay for them?
Yeah, she told me that she would pay for my car.
All right, and you have an estimate?
Yes, I do. The bill of sale.
All right, ma'am, let me hear from you.
So, Gabby, the day before, Gabby begged me to go to this job interview with her. She's, come on, just go with me. I didn't want to go, and I asked her, like, are you sure?
Okay, but you did go, and what happened when you went with the car?
When I went with her, it was her and her younger niece, and we was in the car, was driving. They had rolled up some marijuana. We were smoking, and after that, she was in the job interview for over an hour. Now, mind you, I'm sitting in the car.
Did you drive her car without permission?
No, because I always have permission.
Okay, you had permission to leave? You had permission to leave while she was interviewing? Hi?
Yes.
Okay. When did she tell you you could do that? She said, you can go ahead and leave. I'm going to go in for the interview.
I told her, like, I wanted to go to McDonald's.
Okay. And she said, okay.
Like, all right, bye.
Okay. And you were high off marijuana, as you say.
Yes, I was.
And your negligence caused this damage to her car. So we know you're liable for that. And what emotional distress are you suing for?
After the fight, like, I missed 2 days of work because, you know, they jumped me, so her sister was kicking me in my face. So I had, like, bruise right here, and my job was like, no, you can go home. I don't want, you know, I was in a grocery store, so I have to deal with customers, and they didn't want me there.
Okay, you have any evidence of these bruises? What caused you to stay off work? Did you go to the doctor?
No, I didn't need to go to that.
You never went to the doctor,
no.
And you don't have any evidence of your bruises.
I have a picture, but I don't have it with me. I put it on Facebook. My picture's on Facebook of my face.
Okay, you don't have it today.
No, I don't.
All right, good enough. You have no evidence to show your injuries that you provoked. All right. You don't have evidence that she maced you.
No.
Good enough. All right. And your emotional distress and pain and suffering is for what?
Because I missed 3 days of work.
How?
because she was swinging my head around while her other friend hit me in the back of my neck with a bat. I have whiplash and I have my hospital records and my picture.
All right, there you go.
Girl, the
There
police
you
didn't
go.
even charge us.
She got her evidence.
Hold on, 1 second for my police report. I mean my hospital
She has her
report.
evidence. You, by your own admission, came to confront her, and your confrontation resulted in these damages that she's proving. So I'm going to grant you your amount for your car, and that is $2,043.78. And your counterclaim, I'll grant you $1,000 for missing work and the pain and suffering you endured as a result of the damage that you've proven occurred to you as a result of this fight and confrontation. You made it clear that you weren't talking about her, but she still came over there to confront you and, as you say, to fight. And you lost the fight, obviously,
I ain't
so
lose no
have
fight.
a good day.
What y'all gonna do? Come on, I love you. You can shut it down because we can meet afterwards.